Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeoXO coming back at y'all with another Black Clover video. Today we're going to be talking about Black Clover chapter 299. Now this chapter starts off with Magicula and Noelle. Pretty much Magicula is floating above Noelle and pretty much talking down to her. Magicula states that since Noelle's Saint stage is up, Noelle will no longer be able to defeat her, which is something we knew because that's the whole reason Noelle got the new form, the Saint stage, because regular magic can't just affect the devil and kill them. So you need some kind of special magic. And in Noelle's case, it was Saint Stage combined with Undine's magical power. Now, Magicula's pretty confident saying that she's not going to be defeated now since that was the only thing that could pretty much affect her. And she's also stating that her decaying world has spread across the entire battlefield. So now it's going to be really difficult for Noelle to actually even use the form whatsoever because as we've seen, Decaying World is an extremely useful spell that pretty much allows Magicula to disperse any magic attack. Another thing that Magicula says that I thought was pretty funny is no one will arrive or help and save you or nothing like that. Pretty much, even if somebody shows up, there's nothing that they could do. So she's basically saying nobody's going to show up and help Noelle. And that right there, to me, that's saying that somebody gonna show up and help Noelle. But I don't know about y'all, but that's just me, because usually when these devils say something, the opposite happen. It's just crazy how that works because Dante was saying, I know Dante not a devil, but I should have changed that to villain. Usually when these villains be saying stuff like that, the opposite happen. Dante's like, y'all will never defeat me. And then he gets defeated. Magicula like, nobody's gonna come and save you. So somebody gonna come and probably save her. That's just my opinion though. Now, that's pretty much all the Noelle and Magicula we get for this chapter. The rest of the chapter is focused heavily on Gaja and Petrica, also Magicula, but mostly I'll say this a Gaja chapter right here. This is a heavy Gaja chapter, and y'all gonna see why in a second. Now, pretty much Gaja, as we know, got impaled, and he's not in the best shape. It's important to note that he's not in the best shape because I think that played a part in his decision making. We see Little Petrica pretty much be the one who impaled him, and he kind of is the one who's supposed to protect Laura Petrica. So it's like he don't want to just kill Laura Petrica even though she got her hand through him. So he has to think of another way. So what he ends up doing is pretty much puts a spell on Laura Petrica that paralyzes her for a little bit while he does what he needs to do. And he says pretty much, forgive me, because like he putting his hands on his queen, so I mean, I can understand why he's saying forgive me, but he basically paralyzed her and she won't be able to move or anything like that to interfere with what he's about to do next. Now, Gaji then has a flashback, and it's basically him being very angry at the fact that he was not able to protect Laura Petrica. Laura Petrica didn't really have a huge problem with it. She's pretty thankful because her life was saved. But at the end of the day, Laura Petrica did get cursed by Ivanica, and Gaja feels like that was a failure on his part. I feel like going back, Gaja wouldn't have even let that happen, because Gaja's powerful, as we've seen in this chapter, but sometimes people make mistakes, and whatever happened, she ended up getting cursed. And that literally plays into what is going on right now. So Gaja basically takes all this into consideration. It's like a lot of stuff going through his head, and I could really feel for him. I could see why a lot of stuff going through his head. You got your queen being turned into a devil. She got cursed. You could have protected her, but you didn't. So now it's your chance for redemption in her eyes or in your eyes, And we see just Gaja just going very fast. And pretty much that was like his last act of, spirit guardian to Laura Petrica, because at this point, after he paralyzes her, he just goes straight for Magicula, not even turning back. And basically, part of Gaja's backstory is he basically wanted to be the strongest person in the kingdom because, as we know, Little Petrica did not know how to use attack spells, and she was the queen. Julius knows how to use attack spells, obviously. So basically, Gaja wanted to take up and be kind of the king, not in a literal sense, but in terms of power. He wanted to have like the Wizard King level of power in order to protect the kingdom instead of the queen, because Lilliputica did not have attack spell. So he didn't want his queen to feel like a failure. So therefore, he was the one who had to get that strong. Now we see Magicula smiling as Gaja is coming towards her. It really does not look like she's concerned at all, you know. So she's smiling right up until the point Gaja is right on top of her pretty much. And Gaja uses a cool, amazing technique. This is clean. He uses ultimate lightning magic against Magicula, and this is pretty powerful. Like, this is really, really powerful. It literally took up 2 whole pages for this spell right here. And it is one of those spells that it's like, dang, that is powerful. You can just tell. Pretty much the whole page went white, and it seems like Magicula got hit with a direct hit. So this is the point where Magicula kind of got her smile wiped off of her face. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be happy about that. She got the smile wiped right off her face, and Gaja knows that even Decaying World not going to be able to erase this spell right here. So it's his ultimate magic. I think right here, this is pretty much his finishing technique. He states that he pretty much used all of his life energy into this spell right here because he didn't want to die because of the injury that Lilliputica afflicted him. That would be kind of crazy, you know, if Lilliputica was the reason that he died. So instead of going out like that, he pretty much went out and used his final attack, every ounce of energy that he had against Magicula, and pretty much hit her really, really hard. Now, something I do have to point out, while in doing this spell against Magicula, you can clearly see Vonica got caught in this. Like, I don't think that's just me. I think Vonica clearly got caught in this, and there's no way she's gonna survive that. There's just absolutely no way, in my opinion, Vonica is gonna survive that. And I'll get into that in a second. Now, Magicula basically gets sent through the walls, straight through the battlefield. She just gone. Like, she's on the other side. And pretty much Noelle's going to try to hit her with her Saint Stage attack, you know, because you gotta take out the devil's heart, kind of like with Zagreus. So Noelle starts like, okay, so the heart gonna be exposed, and that's pretty much her chance to hit it with the Saint Stage. And I like that. Noelle is ready. She's pretty much alert of the situation. But if you look closely at Noelle's facial expressions, she looks worried. And I'll get into that right now. So Gaja is standing in a cool pose, you know. I mean, that's how he went out, you know. That's how Gaja went out. He's standing in a pose, a warrior pose at that. He's standing pretty much in a warrior pose. But the thing is, you see Magicula, I don't know if this is just me. Y'all can have your own opinions, but this is my opinion. In my opinion, it looks like Magicula is manifested even more because you can see the smoke, but you can't fully see her form. But if you look really closely, it looks like she has wings now. So she didn't even have her wings before. So I think that he hit Vonica with the spell. He took out Vonica, and that helped Magicula manifest even more. So now she's pretty much manifested. I would say she's pretty much 50%, over 50% manifested, because Asir Silva got taken out, Vonica got taken out, and that's 2 out of 3 mages that got taken out for her to fully manifest. The only one left is Lilliputica, you know? So now it looks like Magicula is even more manifested, because that's just me though. Because like, if you look in the smoke, it looks like she has like wings, you know? Unless I'm just misinterpreting that. Everybody, you know, can have their own opinion on that. Y'all can let me know in the comments for sure. But, you know, let's not take away the moment from Gaja. He went out like a true warrior, and he really did his thing, you know. Really good chapter. Gaja, he didn't even die laying down. Like, he died standing up. If he's dead, you know. You never know. Maybe somehow he survives, but it looks like he went out. This is how Gaja went out like a warrior. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's been your boy NeoXO, and I'm out.